Welcome to my series, How to Be a Better Writer. If you don't know who I am, my name is Roger Grimes. And here's the thing about this series. It's not me just trying to teach you how to be a better writer. This is a series about me sharing the steps I am taking to become a better writer. I have wrote one book already, even though I've been writing for almost 20 years, but I finished one project and I'm ready to get my other project launched. Here's the thing though, is my first one I did self-publishing. I went through a company and pretty much it's a vanity press. I decided I wanted to go from an amateur writer to a professional writer. There's a lot of things that I have learned, and I am learning, and I want to share that with you guys. Here's the first thing I want to share with you. After my first book was published, written out, done, it's launched. Now I wanted to get it on Audible. There was a company that was willing to do the audiobook for me, but it was like $3,500. That's a lot of money for a book that's not making money. I didn't even earn my money back on this first book. But here's where the amazing thing happened. I found somebody who would record my audiobook. I think they did an amazing job on that. I was the problem. I thought I knew how to read until I started having someone record me read. Well, that was a different experience. But that helped me as a writer for a couple reasons. One, I realized how hard it is to do an audiobook. How many hours? You think you're just going to read a book and be done. It's not always that easy. Some of you might be so gifted at reading that you could just run through it pretty quick. So it took a long time to get that done. But here's a really big important thing I learned is when I listened to that audiobook, I was like, this isn't bad, but I would probably do this different or that different. So this was the key for my next project. Is I'm going to do my own little audiobook version and keep it private, and then I'm going to listen to it while I'm driving. Then when I come back and do my draft, I can say, okay, that word didn't work, or that sentence didn't work, or this doesn't even fit with the whole story. Can I take this out? And that was one of the big things that really changed. I'm looking to get a literary agent at this moment. And with this series, you could follow my steps or follow my journey, let's say. I don't know if you want to follow my steps. It might be the long road, but that's why I'm sharing with you so you can see it in real time of what's going on in my journey. You may be going through the journey yourself. Like I said, I've been writing for almost 20 years. I could have kept putting books down. I will do another video on the subject of how to finish. I actually read a book called Chapter by Chapter, but that's the thing, is how do we finish a book? Because I'm sure a lot of you have been writing for a long time and then just having that hard time pushing it. You know, and I'm on my second book here, is ready to be passed over. I'm about to pass it on, and I'm done. I'm tired of drafting this thing. Let's get this out, and I can start the next project. Well, at the end of this video, I'm going to share with you my most recent draft. I'm only give you a taste of it, only 3 minutes of it. I'm not going to give you the whole book, just 3 minutes of the first chapter. Do me a favor. Listen to that and give me a critique down at the bottom. If you see something and go, hey, then this needs work, or you say, hey, that is good. I like that. Whatever it is, just keep it PG, please. I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be more. I don't know when, but there will be more on the subject of my growth. The things I've learned, the things different things. So listen to that draft. And God bless you, and have a great day. 12 Principles for Greater Influence. Chapter 1. $1 Million Goal. $1 Million Character. Most of my life I was an emotional dumpster fire. I was full of insecurities and foolish idiosyncrasies. My name is Roger Grimes. I have been in leadership for over 30 years, but I was a mess for over 10 of those years. I have spent the past 20 years on self-improvement and building my leadership skills. The 12 principles in this book have been a major factor in my personal growth. Before we get into the 12 life-changing principles, I will share some of my story and what has led to this book. Let me begin my story with a taste of my childhood. Then I will share with you my failed attempt to earn $1 million in 5 years and how it transformed my character. My childhood was full of mental trauma, from the dysfunction of my household, as my parents fought every day, and my sister and I argued often, and my brother was removed from the house at a young age for truancy. Things were rough. My dad would act like a man-child most of the time, and my mom would be nasty towards him in return. My dad was not a bad man, but he was immature when it came to feelings and relationships, and my mom was a loving person with a wall of hatred that would sometimes block her loving side. Both my parents had many childhood issues that resulted in their dysfunction, and it leaked into their relationship and affected my siblings and I. Due to the lack of self-esteem, paired with negativity and childhood traumas that my parents have went through, this has kept them both from shining with the special gifts and talents they were blessed with. My family never had a lot of money. I'm talking government cheese, food stamps, and mayonnaise sandwiches poor. My parents had a hard time paying bills like rent and utilities due to a bad financial plan. When I said bad financial plan, I mean there was no plan. They had no idea how to handle finances. My dad would give his paycheck over to my mom, and she would spend it on pain pills and alcohol. We moved on an average of every 2 to 3 years because of evictions. I was never taught the skills I needed to have a balanced financial life, as well as how to lead a functional family. I did not want to be like my parents, since they had difficulty expressing their feelings in a positive manner, also letting their past dictate their present and future. I did end up picking up the best of both of my parents, as well as some bad habits. I believe my drive to help others is due to my childhood.